Alrighty, I am live. After a mistake, I have decided to restart my stream because I am just having a lot of fun here. So, today we're going to be talking about different things, but I want to preface that this is just a easygoing live stream. My main content will be published this weekend. I'm probably going to do a little project with the content, and stay tuned for that as a little sneak peek. Here's a little sneak peek of the project here, just so you are aware of what I got, and we will be doing that this weekend. So I'm really excited about that this weekend or earlier in the week. We'll see how it turns out. So, welcome. And whoever decides to join, or if anybody joins at all, I'm really excited to talk tech with you and to have beer. Somebody was nice enough to get me a nice glass with my name on it, and my first letter of my last name, I should say. And I am enjoying a nice BADSONS beer, which they have the coolest logo, in my opinion. Very, very cool. And this is out of Derby, Connecticut. So if you're ever in the Derby area, definitely get some. I want to talk about a couple things. So first of all, the video quality hopefully is slightly better than the C920. I am streaming, and it may be my network, it may be various things. So I'm hoping that the streaming quality is halfway decent. I had it set to low latency, so I will see how this comes out. I do have a limited upload speed, I think of like 10 megabits or something. But anyways, that is that. But here's the deal. Like I did on the previous video where I used my iPhone to record items, I am now using my iPhone to stream. And it's using a little bit of geeky things with something called NDI, which is basically used for the iPhone, which allows you to use your iPhone as a network source in a live stream platform. So in other words, I can use my cameras on a live stream and be able to do different live stream things. For example, I might as well roll the intro here. So, yeah, that was fun. That was a little glitch. But anyways, I can do different things. And I'm using this new software called Streamlabs to basically do the streaming. And it uses OBS Studio to do it. But I may be doing a video on that. I mean, granted, I know a lot of people probably already know about it for those who stream. Yeah, that's what I've got here. So, having said that, for those who do stream, if you see this video and want to put any recommendations of what I can do to hopefully improve the stream in the video below, in the comment section below on this video, that would be fantastic. So, without further ado, let's kind of get into the topic that I wanted to talk about today. And what I wanted to talk about is the mere fact of CES, and let's talk about that. So I'm actually going to switch my stream here, and whoa, I instantly am on a different end here. So CES, if you don't know what CES is, it's Consumer Electronics Show, and this happens every year. So having said that, every year there's a little show that shows off all the newest consumer electronic devices, things that may or may not come out, things that may or may not be announced yet, will be announced at the CES show. There's a lot of cool things, however, we've got one major problem. It is the year 2021, and before that it was the year 2020. So in the year 2020, when everything went to hell in a handbasket, but CES decided that they were going to go all digital for it, which kind of throws things off, and I'll explain why. So basically, in the past, a lot of times during this time, in fact, I'm actually going to switch back to full for now. In the past, with CES, YouTubers would basically go ahead and be allowed into these events, and high-end YouTubers and anybody who was associated with the press. And I'm not 100% sure if they allowed anybody in to view the public end of things. I know it does cost money for a ticket. But now, this year, they're doing it all digital. So small YouTubers like myself would go ahead and watch larger YouTubers like Linus Media Group, Austin Evans, all the MKBHD, all the big names that you know, visit the Consumer Electronics Show. And I would, in the past, do videos on these CES devices or whatever because I just didn't have the ability to go to Las Vegas. This year, something's changed. And basically, with CES, it's all digital now. And that would have been a perfect opportunity if they didn't say, no, you have to be at a certain level on YouTube in order to attend the digital show, which is really a shame. It's too bad. I understand why they're doing it. They're trying to... They say it's not public. It's for the press. Well, small YouTubers are trying to become a press in a way. So it's a shame that they have a very specific margin and you have to be basically an influencer or somebody who has a lot of following, which is too bad. So unfortunately, that kind of throws us off, us as in the channel. And what I have to do is hope that these YouTubers who are attending this all digital show record their screen or do things like that, and then I can go in and see what's going on, which it's going to happen in that sense. But I guess my point is it would have been nice as a smaller YouTuber to just be allowed in a limited capacity to see some of the event. It doesn't have to be all of the event, but it could be some public things. You could have had fun. This is the Consumer Electronics Show, too. So I know it's not like Game Awards or anything where they stream it live or whatever, but I guess the point is it just would have been nice if they were going to do it all digital anyways to have content. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to stream this content, but it just would have been fun to attend the trade show, which is a shame that I can't attend. But anyways, that is that. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the topics that they're going to talk about at this trade show, which is a big deal. Next week, it starts on Monday and ends on Thursday. So I'm going to actually switch over here. We're going to go through the tech topics here. So every single year at CES since the invention of anything smart-oriented, I guess it started with the Philips Hue, I think, these devices were showed off at CES every year. And the funny thing about Internet of Things, we'll get to the 5G thing in a minute. The funny thing about the Internet of Things is that literally in the Internet of Things, there are so many devices out there that some things don't need to be an Internet of Thing. If that makes any sense. Some things like a toothbrush, I guess I could see how it becomes an Internet of Things because it shows you how to brush and maybe be able to capture your... It may make things a little bit better, but just certain things just, I don't know. Throwing tech at everything? Nah. I don't know what they're going to throw tech at next with this Internet of Things stuff. I'm excited to see. No, don't get me wrong. I love Internet of Things. I have a house, and this is exciting to get certain things automated and tasked. The nice thing about Internet of Things is it's not just about the thing. It's about the tasks that you can do with the thing that can be automated, and the if this then that scenario, meaning if something does this then do that, can coexist with each other and do different things. So that is what's cool about the Internet of Things. It's not just about that one item. It's about what you can do specifically with that one item. For example, I will probably do a unboxing of the Philips Hue light system that I got from my friend Doug. I actually, prior to getting... and this also opens up another topic, but I have had the Philips Hue lights for years. I was an early adopter when I first got into my first apartment. I was super, super excited to use the Philips Hue lighting. Here's the problem. I've had it and was an early adopter, and what happened was their little bridge that they used, it just basically was like, nah, we're not going to use it anymore. The technology isn't there. So when you get an Internet of Thing, basically what happens is you have to understand that some of that stuff may or may not function as that Internet of Thing. They may function originally as what they were intended, but someday that device is going to die, which sucks. So you end up replacing that item that you never usually replace. Now, luckily, the Hue system, you only have to replace the hub that came with it, not the actual physical light bulbs. But here is an example of an Internet of Thing device that you're kind of messed up on. The Sonos audio system. I won't ever get Sonos for the house. As much as I really do like the concept of Sonos. Really, really, really do. But the problem here is that it's a speaker. Speakers should be useful for a very, very, very long time. Speakers have been useful for a very, very, very long time. The problem is that these devices, the Sonos devices, well, there's one instance where the device doesn't 100% work anymore, and it can't work just as a Bluetooth speaker with the Sonos device. It has to work with the software. So if Sonos ever gets, bought out by another company, which is possible, if it ever dies a painful death, which is also possible as well, where's that speaker? What's that speaker going to do for you? I would hope that it has such a huge following that open source community would step in and create software for it. But what happens when that dies? So these smart things are temporary, and they're not going to be there forever. They're going to get replaced by something else. So that's one major unfortunate thing about smart things. The reality is that with the Internet of Things devices, that internet thing might not be there forever. So that toothbrush that you use to look at your teeth, that server may be down someday. That you might not be able to get there locally. That speaker may no longer function the way it's supposed to. So just be aware that when you step into the Internet of Things devices in the world of Internet of Things, and believe me, I really do want to step into it, be aware that the things that you buy with Internet of Things, nope, it just won't last forever. And that is another reason why people are upset about game consoles being all digital, because what happens when they shut the servers down? There should be some way to preserve this stuff. That's my opinion. But anyways, it's a rant, but these are the things that I don't think the tech YouTubers really talk about much. EOL is a very, very real thing with smart devices. It's very real. And the problem is that someday that device won't work. And someday it will be replaced with another device. So be prepared for things that if you retrofit into your house, you may have to replace way sooner. Way, way sooner. So anyways, that's my long rant on IoT. Let's talk about 5G. Why? Why, oh why? I hope that we see something interesting with what 5G can bring you. But I have an iPhone 12. 5G does nothing for me right now. I really hope that there's a reason why 5G is so important. And I'm wondering if I click on this, will it give me a little bit more of a demonstration? Nope. Gives me a broken web page. What about this? That gives me a little bit of that. It's funny that the CES tech topics, which you want to talk about, unfortunately just aren't. Yeah. Well, anyways, let's go over the list here. 5G, resilience, smart cities, sustainability. Be interesting to see what smart cities have to offer. Connection in between connection with 5G as opposed to using fiber optic cables, I'm guessing. 5G doesn't really. Yeah. They need to build their infrastructure much better before 5G becomes an actual thing. So I just 5G is so pointless right now because the infrastructure isn't there. So they can show me whatever they want to show me in terms of what is cool with 5G, but their infrastructure is terrible with 4G. And when I say there, I'm talking the provider that I have right now, which is T-Mobile. In where I'm at in Connecticut, really doesn't do much for me. Really doesn't. So sustainability. So they're going to talk about that, how it will be used, and how tech will be recycled. That's actually a really important topic. Maybe this goes into what I was talking about. See how technology companies are working to improve energy, responsible recycling, and sustainable of materials. Yeah, sure, you recycle the materials, but yeah, that'll be interesting. Something regarding milk. CES veteran is expanding its technology to add milk and eggs to its product offering. That's interesting. It's tech, but it's more science technology. Anyways, that's an interesting case, is the sustainability. Let's talk about the sustainability of Internet of Things devices. That would be great. Instead of just phasing things out, I think it's really important. Oh, another thing about IoT is that the one thing I'd like to see them do in terms of talking about things is talk about Internet of Things security. I think they should talk about the security behind the Internet of Things, and give you way more options in terms of getting your network together for Internet of Things. I'm into networking, so I would say that, like, with IoT, you should have it on a separate VLAN. And if you're going to use, the internet end of things, you can have it port forward, so then you can access it as if you weren't actually at the device's location originally, but that's a different conversation. Advertising. Yeah. Oh, they're talking about drive-ins. That's a really good topic because of some word that I actually can't use. Interesting. Yeah, so they're gonna, that's a really good point of what they're gonna talk about is, and I'm probably gonna make a more formal video on CES, what to expect, but I wanted to go live as a little just to go live, just to see how things are gonna go with this, and I do want to do it again in the future and hopefully get some viewers, because I got zilch. Unless the Streamlabs is incorrect, which I doubt it is, but because it's 10:45 at night and not many people are watching this content. But anyways, let's continue onwards. If you are watching this after the fact, I really appreciate you sitting through this. Self-driving cars. They're there. They're there. They are totally there. Maybe Tesla will make an appearance. Maybe Honda will have something. 5-way self-driving vehicles will change the city of living. That'll be an interesting way to look at things. Anyways, I should save some of this for my follow-up video. But anyways, I'm not going to go through every single thing. But yeah, robotics are going to be a big thing. Automation. Automation's a big thing. Automation's going to kill us, but hey, I like automation when it comes to house things. So, I do think that I really, without saying the state of the world right now, where the state is, because you can't really mention this stuff on YouTube without being an official news source. With the way the world is, it's going to be interesting to see how CES does this. I'm really, really disappointed that I can't be a part of that. I've always wanted to go ahead and essentially attend CES, and this would have been a fantastic way to do it virtually. And if I had to make a guess that when this whole thing goes away, someday I hope, maybe they'll introduce this as a way for people to join. But I would totally pay. I would totally give them money so that way I could attend and see all this stuff. I would totally do that. I wish smaller YouTubers got a piece of the action just to get there, you know. I really do want to grow this channel, and it's probably would start by me doing a video every day, but that's not gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Not yet, guys and girls. Not gonna happen. So, but anyways, I'm blabbering on about CES, and I would rather make a more structured video. But I can't wait to talk about it. I can't wait to watch other YouTubers and give my 2 cents, because working in this field as a person who loves technology and works in it as well, you get a little different take on things. And you know what? For those of you who watch my videos and actually are in this field, make some videos. Don't just watch content. That's the thing. I wasn't going to do this tonight at all. I was definitely not going to do this stream. But you know what I said? I'm just going to do it because I need to create more content. This is what I need to do. And yeah, although I am not structured, that's kind of the point of this live stream. And I'm hoping that I can get at least maybe one person I could interact with on this live stream. And probably would have to do it maybe on the weekends or just during the day. So that way I could get one person. That's all. If one person is watching my live stream, I'm happy. So, anyways, that's the CES tech topics. And yep, we're going to skip through all of this. That pretty much wraps up this. I wanted to talk a little bit about the CES technology. And it'll be interesting to see what they've done during this process. And I will certainly be watching other YouTubers and quoting them and their articles and giving my point of view from it. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you did make it through this, I applaud you, because this was fun, but I am definitely going to try to keep it structured next time. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a like. Hit the subscribe button. I hope that some of the things that I talked about regarding Internet of Things devices at least will resonate with you, because once you buy something, it's an investment, and in terms of your house or whatever you're doing, so you're trying to make things better for yourself. The point that I was making about this is that just be prepared and don't expect forever things to last as far as certain things. So, because I mean, you could take something that's literally from the 50s and still use it today. 50s speakers, 50s records, you could keep that stuff and still make it work today. The problem is that 50 years from now, you won't be able to make those smart lights work. You just won't be able to. Anyways, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more content that's a little more structured. And we will be doing another video in the future. Thank you.